What's up, guys? We are live in 5 Mile Airport on the Hall Road. We dropped off our previous load of a two small, I'd call them termites, but they call them little mini diggers or whatever. But yeah. We've got a load that's going to be going to Wiseman, which is a much more substantial than what I would actually consider an excavator. We'll go ahead and take a real quick look on the back. That to me is more of an excavator than what I hauled up. But a load is a load is a load is a load, so we're going to get going with this one. So we will be going and continuing north. Get this big honker out here. Make sure we are clear, which I'll go ahead and I'll let this one car pass. We're good the other way, we just need that. And he's gone, so we can pull out. There we go. Well, you're more than welcome to sign up if you want. So now we are northbound, heading past, let's get a good reference point on the hills here. Now we are headed towards 7 Mile Station. After we get past 7 Mile, it's going to be some of the nastier roads. But at least, like I said in the last video, we've got delineators now, which will kind of help us. At least until Hawks releases the next version, which is supposed to be the most deadliest road yet. Where I do remember, I believe reading somewhere he said people would dare to even go 5 or 10 miles over the speed limit without dying. So I'm actually really looking forward to that, because I enjoy the challenge. Yeah, you can have more than one profile if you want. One as a personal and one as the official, the one that you submit logbooks as one profile, and then the one you're playing for fun. Yeah, you're allowed to have more than one profile. It's just the one that you made that you plan on logging loads with is the one that has all the official Carlile mods in it. Because I've got multiple profiles. I experiment with different mods, all kinds of things. Let's see, we've got 3 hours, 22 minutes, and 129 miles to cover. So it's saying we should be there by 10:48 p.m. It is currently 7:27, so yeah, about right. See how this big excavator does on the funky section of the road that will be coming up. Keep freaking clouding out my monitor here. this truck seems to be a lot better now that he had readjusted the gradients on some of the hills, and I took out the longitudinal slide. Now I left the lateral slide in, that way I still do slide from side to side, but no more longitudinal. So this is going to be probably a slower than usual trip for me, seeing how I now have 56,504 pounds behind me. It's not going to be the easy ride I had coming up to 5 Mile. You can have more than one truck in there. It's probably the one that you had was conflicting with Viper 2's 389. I have found some trucks out there that do directly conflict with it. I've got the Peterbilt 377. That truck is fine. I believe the Mack Titan will work too. I think what it is just the truck that you were trying to put in was trying to use the same slot in the dealership that Vipers uses, and that's what was causing it to not work. Because I know a lot of the mod makers, they put their trucks in, regardless of what the hell it is, they'll take a Kenworth truck and put it in a Peterbilt showroom, which makes no sense, but it all depends on where the mod is found in game at the dealership as to whether it's going to allow it to show up or not. And that's where 99% of the mod confliction comes from. Was it supposed to be purple and gold, or was it supposed to be straight up chrome? Because that just sounds like a broken mod. Well, hell, it's not supposed to be purple and chrome. Chrome is supposed to be chrome. I think my chrome on here, for some reason, sometimes doesn't look like chrome. It looks like polished aluminum. Hey, let's take a look right now, spin it around what. Right now it kind of actually looks like chrome for once, but it will go down sometimes and look like polished aluminum. Yeah, if it turned out purple and gold, then that mod is broken. Definitely broken. It's definitely a texture issue with the mod itself. Yeah, I noticed you were playing ETS too. You burned out on the Dalton already? The 389 was messed up? That is really weird. Trying to think what would cause the 389 to mess up. Mine works just fine. Let's see. Yeah, you sure can, Billy. And Andrew, I guess that means you just handed the load count over to me. Uh-oh. Andrew is my human resources guy. He's the one that's been doing a lot of recruiting for us. While the boss is out on the road making money, he's been making sure that there's plenty of employees and trucks out there. So kudos to him. You gonna be streaming any more videos, or are you gonna take a break on that too? Yeah, I gotcha. Slide. Pretty sure we've all road raged. See how long we can stay in cruise control this time. I don't know how it looks like I'm jerking behind the wheel. I literally have one arm resting on top of the steering wheel, steering the truck. So that's why the wheel does this. When I'm turning, I'm actually using my wrist to turn, not my hand. That log I did without it does count because I wasn't a high enough driver. I wasn't a high enough driver level to put the Carlile skin on, so that one definitely does count. That was a long ass drive. It's weird that you had to be a level 10. That's the only reason why I ran that Holbrook or whatever the hell paint job it was, is that was the least goofy looking one out of the ones I was able to choose from. Which is why as soon as I completed the load and leveled up, I went straight to the garage in Yukon River and changed my paint scheme over to the Carlile. Yeah, 22,000 something. It was a light load. I don't know. Go look at it. It's on Facebook. Or wait, no. Well, fuck. If I've got a straight enough section of road, I could probably look it up myself. But I don't. I know it wasn't very heavy. I think it was like 22 and a half or something like that. Or it might have been like some weird number. Oh wow, he had it in the guardrail. Or no, never mind. It looks like a guardrail. And I thought that's what it was, a 22.5. I knew it was light. And this one is 56.504. Why it's pushing my ass down the hill. So we're 10 miles in. Means we're heading northbound towards the roller coaster, Sand Hill, Beaver Slide, and the Arctic Circle, Prospect Creek, and then Coldfoot and Wiseman. So our crew's back on, and hopefully we can keep going without having to do too much more shifting for a little while. Not that I mind shifting, it's just when you have to do it repetitively. Yeah. Like here, I'm probably gonna have to drop a half gear. But this, I think, is the bad hill. This has got the big bump here. Yep. Used our engine brake to slow us down there. We cross over section. I'm trying to see in my mirrors if I got any traffic behind me that wants to go by. That's quite a drop off over there. Holy shit. Yes, sadly I did. I think we had, well, I personally changed Carlile's Facebook cover photo to a photo of him for a month for a tribute, and recently changed it back. There's 3 in there. This will be trip number 4. There's 3 logs in my logbook. already tell we're coming up on Sand Hill here. Yep, Sand Hill. At a blistering 24 miles per hour. Already flipped my splitter down. Aaron's digging. Trying to. Come on, cars, go by me while you got the chance. I'm about to split up in the high range again. I honestly don't know. A lot of people have been speculating that like Lisa and that Stephanie chick or whatever team up and become like Bold Light Trucking or something. I don't know. I know Lisa's not going to be able to do, oh, here's the roller coaster. Thank you, sir. Lisa's not going to be able to run that company by herself. This is the only hill that I do cheat on. Bring my speed back down. We got past the roller coaster. It's still doing this annoying little slight snowing. It either needs to go on and hit me with a full-on snowstorm or just stop, because this is kind of annoying. Just a little bit of snow. She probably will end up going back to Polar. If Mark will, well, I really don't know, because I haven't watched the, I haven't really watched that many of the, well, I take that back. I've watched a few of them, quite a few episodes on demand, but, who knows? She might just forge on and say to hell with it. She's going to carry on Daryl's legacy of the company he decided when he gave the finger to Market Polar. Which is why I think they brought in that other chick on Polar so she could... They either did Stephanie for two reasons. They either brought her in to fill and have a female rivalry, or Lisa's going to go back to Polar, and it's going to be the girl team. They're going to run convoys together. It's going to be one of the two. But I highly doubt it'll be the first, because you can't put a seasoned veteran against a rookie and expect there to be competition. So I'm guessing that maybe she goes back to Polar and she takes Stephanie under her wing. And who knows? The show has gone to shit over the years. Ever since they got kicked out of Northwest Territories, the Ice Roads and Yellowknife, and then they went to the Dalton. That was honestly the best seasons for me were the 3 or 4 years they were on the Canadian ice roads, being the Yellowknife ones, and then the Nuvik road. The 2 years on the Dalton, then it just got stupid when they brought in like Deadliest Roads, and then they started this whole new Canada crap, the Manitoba ice roads, or the Winnipeg, whatever the hell it is, but I know Winnipeg is in the province of Manitoba. It's just slowly gone down the toilet. And it just really, it sucks, because I've been a fan of the show since it started, and I've slowly watched it go downhill year after year after year. Like, right now, it's almost like a soap opera on wheels. They dramatize too many things. There's too much discrepancies in the editing, for sure. It's kind of weird. Then it'd be Winnipeg, which, well, no, the province is Manitoba. There's 5 provinces. There's Nova Scotia, there's British Columbia, there is Nova Scotia, Ontario, Manitoba, Saskatchewan, and British Columbia. Those are the 5 Canadian provinces. But Nova Scotia is way the fuck on the east, and British Columbia is all the way on the west. Then you've got Saskatchewan, Manitoba, and Ontario scattered through the center. But they did call it the Manitoba Death Roads. And luckily for us, traveling northbound, the Beaver Slide will be downhill. See a car back there a little bit, but don't really want to get too close. My favorite Peterbilt, real life, in-game, or both, because there's 2 different answers. I was to run down the list, my favorite truck to drive in real life is the 379 EXHD. In sim here, it's probably the 389. I do like the what the hell is it? The old ass one with Detroit's in it. Well, 379s had Detroit's in them. I think it was the 359. But I'm not discriminative either. I've driven Kenworths, I've driven Internationals, I've driven Volvos, I've driven Max, I've driven white GMCs, Freightliners, Western Stars, the Caterpillar trucks, I've driven those. The Cat truck is actually really nice. It's just a shame that there's not a highway tractor version really for it. It's all off-road. But then again, Caterpillar is nothing but off-road. Holy crap, I posted a picture on Carlile's main page and it's already reached 42 people within less than an hour. Sorry about that, K-Dub. That was a little close to crossing there. What happens when you accidentally are looking more attention at your phone. I used to despise Western Stars because back around the Lomax days, they were some of the most horrible trucks to drive. I mean, not power-wise, it's just driver comfort was overlooked for I guess exterior looks or whatever. I don't know why the hell they decided that they wanted to make the truck look better on the outside and make it feel like you're driving in a piece of shit on the inside. It's just, it didn't have all the amenities and features, and it was just a really uncomfortable truck to drive. But Western Star has come a long way. I mean, look at International. International used to be one of the best trucks out there, and now they're just fucking junk. The Pro Star and the Lone Star are rolling jokes. I don't like the new grille. I just don't like the trucks, period. The only International I would ever drive would be a 9900 IX again, another Eagle. Flat top, long hood. I just don't like how everybody's doing this whole aerodynamic bullshit and everything's all slant nose now. I think the first time I ever drove one of the quote-unquote aerodynamic trucks, it was a Kenworth T2000, and that truck was such a hunk of shit. But the biggest disappointment was the Freightliner Argosy. And then the Argosy 2.0. They should have let that truck just die. Cab overs, I've driven international cab overs. My buddy actually has an old FLB Freightliner. I've driven that a few times. I've driven a couple K100s. I've driven I forget what year it was. I think it was like a 70s something Peterbilt cab over. That was actually kind of fun. It was a 3-stick. I think, well, the very first truck I learned to drive on was a 1971 autocar quad stick, and I think I was about 6 or 7 years old. I remember driving around my stepfather used to work for a company called Norcon back when we lived in Connecticut. And they worked out of, they were based out of Norwalk, Connecticut, and then they were bought out and they moved to Bridgeport. And when they moved to Bridgeport, it was a much bigger shop. And inside the shop was an old auto car and a Diamond Rio. And I remember growing up, I used to sit in them all the time, and one of his buddies saw me sitting in the auto car one day pretending to drive, and he actually hopped up in the truck, started it, opened one of the garage doors, and he basically taught me how to drive around the parking lot. It was really cool. That was my first experience, and after that I was hooked, and I became a 5th generation truck driver. Nice. The truck I regret selling the most was a truck I had affectionately named Big Red, because it was fucking huge. It was a stretch frame 07 379 with a we did a motor swap. We did a twin turbo Cat 3406B mechanical. It was like cherry fire engine red. Eaton Fuller 18 speed, pro shift, wood grain floor. The dash was all chromed out. I think we did a 6-foot stretch, or not 6, it was a 4-foot stretch on the frame. I had 55K rears. It was a 410 and a 410 ratio. 72-inch sleeper on it, 10-inch straights. And it was all straight from the turbo to the tip, so it was loud and shit. Chrome everywhere, lights everywhere, and well, let's see, I used to take that truck on a dedicated run, ran that for a few years. And then I ended up selling the truck to a friend of mine who in turn started hauling cattle with it. And that truck's kind of flip-flopped around. It's had a few different owners since I got rid of it, which is kind of sad. If I knew it was just going to play roulette, I would have kept the damn thing. one hell of a hill here. Come on, AI traffic, now's your chance to pass me. Or you can stay behind me if you want, I don't care either way. Yeah, actually I could. Seeing how the 389 is nothing but a glorified 379. Stick a 389 next to a 379, there's only a few differences. Dare fall on your ass, truck. Grab the gear, let's go. Yeah, after I deliver this load, I'll try and get it as accurate as I can with what customization there is for this truck. We will go to the truck dealer after I complete this load. Sucks too, I took out that $400,000 loan and I don't even have the money to buy another garage at Coldfoot, and I'll be passing Coldfoot. You know what, there might actually be a picture of it on my Facebook, I'm not sure. I'll have to look through all my uploads and see. What version of the game are they using now on Truckers MP? Is it version 1.3? Because last I remember, well, this will tell you how long it's been since I've done multiplayer. The last version I used, or had to use, was 1.1.3. Really, they're using version 1.4 on Truckers MP now. Huh, I'll have to re-download them up. Seeing how it is standalone. They've already gone up to 1.4, that makes it a lot easier for me. I haven't streamed multiplayer in forever either. That'd be kind of cool. Get a bunch of Carlile drivers together and do a multiplayer stream. Wow. Yeah, I don't quite know where my old truck is right now. Last I heard, it was running flatbed cross country. Which had I known that, well, no, I wouldn't have kept it anyways, because the flatbed route that my dedicated route is, I would never be able to get that truck in and out of some of the places I have to go to. Plus, I wouldn't want to go through some of the places that I have to go through. There was way too much chrome on that truck, and the one thing that I took pride in was how my truck looked. And the company truck that I drive, 2 trips in and out of there, if it's rained, the truck looks like it drove through a mud hole. And that would not fly with my truck. Girl, you can do it. Believe you get the power, you can do it. You have 600 horse Cummins in you. 605. AI truck traffic behind me. See if he tries to grow some balls and go past me. This trip's going fast. There's a car. We might just do a direct shift here. Save some RPM. I'll get up to speed, no problem. I've seen some weird things in my day. Pet snakes, pet dude had an armadillo. I've seen some weird stuff. A friend of mine actually drives around with a skeleton in the passenger seat. Puts various props on him. His name is Elroy. Trying to see what kind of speed we can get out of this truck and see if we can make some easy miles while the road is nice and straight. A fake skeleton, it wasn't a real one. He bought it at a prop store, but he'd drive around with he's got a skeleton sitting in the passenger seat, and he takes different props. Like he'll have them wearing crazy outfits and stuff. This hill's no joke. Hey Bill, how you doing? Holy crap, 4,000 miles? Been trucking it up. I'm waiting for Hawks to throw out his next update for the winter map. It's supposed to be deadlier than ever. As you can see, he finally put delineators in with the last update. They span the entire stretch of the haul road part. Wow, you're beating me in hours. I've got I think I just turned over 500 hours. That's even beating me though in hours on ETS2. I had 597. Absolutely smoking me. Yeah, I'm actually, that's why I kept my summer map profile on here. I'm curious. I want to drive it in the winter and I want to drive it in the summer too. Yeah, that would be your browser. check over here. Let's see, I'm at CPU usage 26%. 0 drop frames. 0%. Nice. Well, obviously, through some of my videos here, you could definitely tell some of the frustration finding all those physics issues where I kept spinning out on hills and losing money. His latest hot fix, I made it over Finger Mountain, no problem. I made it so far up every hill. The only thing you've got to watch out for is the lateral slip. And in case, well, my mirrors don't really show it too well, but he did add snow chains, which helps tremendously. Even though it's purely an aesthetic thing, I just let it go as it actually does work. But I've yet to stall out my truck, which is a good thing, because the last video I did with those heavy loads, I'm gonna try if I can get one going south or wherever. I'm gonna try one of the heavier loads, like 70,000 plus, and see how this does, because officially this is the heaviest load I'm pulling so far after the hot fix, and this is only 55,000, almost 56,000 pounds. I want to try like maybe a 90,000 pound. I might have to go up to the 720 cat with ACERT though. Oh, awesome. 'Cause I know he's gonna be he had said that one night he was in here, his main focus is gonna be on the winter map, but he will be doing updates for the summer. Well, I'm already used to the lateral slip on here, so I don't think it's going to phase me too bad on the summer map. I'll just remember I can't do 9,000 miles an hour on it. Can't go all Superman on it. Sit here and answer text messages while driving. Thank God it's a straight section of road. Do you have your Jake brake set as auto Jake too? Is that could probably be what's doing that. I've noticed a lot with mine. If I'm going down a hill or going around a corner and the engine brake is on or the Jake, it will, the ass end will kick out on it pretty good. Like right here, the Jake's on, going around a corner. If I don't baby the corner, there's a little slip there. That's definitely what's doing it. If you've got the auto Jake on, it's trying to automatically slow itself down. And what it's doing is it's basically causing the equivalent of wheel hop. Yeah, he changed that around too. I like how the Jake brake has lost some of its effectiveness when not in throttle. Actually, it's increased. It's increased when the throttle is in use, decreased when it's not. Or in this case, the trailer is trying to pull me backwards. I hope I don't have to shift anytime real soon. I just a little bit of Mountain Dew on the top of the shifter there. Wiped it off pretty good. Thank God it was on the shifter medallion. Dropping down in the low range now. One thing I do notice is when you're climbing a hill, the front end is really light. Not complaining, because that's actually true to life physics there. This is double clutching sucks. No, catching a little bit, Bill. See, we have not conquered the beaver slide yet. As always. Dude, this looks like a nasty hill. Speed. Have not been able to use cruise control much lately. But I'm not gonna complain about that. It's been making me be a little bit more on top of my game here. Let's pop the map out to full screen, or we'll full distance. Where the hell did that AI truck come from? Whoop. Oh, he might actually be able to pass me. Come on. Don't get all the way up. Ah, poor AI truck. Well, this hill is kind of steep, so that wasn't really a smart place for him to pull out. Gotta give him credit though for trying. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. And we'll be going right back to probably a full gear here. Oh, even more. That was a bad shift. And that was dumb shifting down. But we're staying. I'm not dropping again. We don't get close to civilization here. Nice little drop off there. That would hurt severely to get stuck down in. And I do believe we're up to the beaver slide. Yep, northbound beaver slide. So not only are we on the Jake brake, we're on the actual air brake too. I'm actually gently pumping them to keep us from overspeeding and spinning out. Because there's a dead truck down here at the bottom of the hill. I need to slow us back down. Still all downhill. It's a good way to make up time a mile, but you gotta be really careful. This is why I'm not even full throttle. So we are on one of the paved sections. I do believe we're on the large paved section between Prospect Creek and Coldfoot that runs all the way up to Wiseman, and then from Wiseman out there is no more paved road whatsoever. It's all gravel, or in this case, frozen, snow-covered gravel. So we're just pushing north here. We should find, I do believe, the Arctic Circle before Prospect Creek. I don't know, the map expanded out all the way. Last thing I want to do is hit the map button and look and see where we are, because I do believe that is the Arctic Circle coming up right there. Unless that's the one rest area before the Arctic Circle. But no, that has a turnoff, so I do think that is the Arctic Circle up there. Go to ice. Oh god, that ice trucker camp sucks. So does that one. If I didn't have the strobe on, it'd be a different story. Glad I did not take a full gear there. Now, I did promise Bear that if I got to the Arctic Circle, I would stop there for a minute or so. So once I do get there, we will be stopping at the Arctic Circle momentarily, so I can give them an idea what the Arctic Circle looks like and how to get into it. I do believe we are coming up on it. It's in a curve. Looking for a green sign. I think it's right there. Nope. That's a tree? Nope. Arctic Circle, I do believe. Yes, it is. So here's the turnoff to the Arctic Circle. We're going to pull in here, even though we're going north. Oh, nice, good delineators. So, there are the bathrooms for the Arctic Circle. But what we're looking for is the actual sign, which is right over here. We're actually going to stop here for a second. Park and brake on. Scroll around. Take a screenshot. F12 that shit. Get our map back up, our mirrors back up. We're sitting at the Arctic Circle. I'm going to hop out of the truck for a second and run back there to the bathrooms, because that's been sitting for a while. So as we're sitting at the Arctic Circle, I'll be back in a couple minutes. Alright, let's jump back up in the cab here. See what's going on. Really get the hell out of here. There's some stupid ass emails, otherwise they'll keep popping up on me here. Only thing I hate about my phone. Alright. So we can safely get back in the truck now. Went around and checked the chains and everything, made sure we were all nice and snugged. So we're gonna pull back out from the Arctic Circle here. Oh wait, I think this actually puts us on the haul road. I'll have to look and make sure. Nope, we actually do have to make one turn. We're gonna stop here before we get on the actual road. Make sure there's nothing coming either direction because I have to swing wide. Alright, so we made it past the Arctic Circle. Next will be Prospect Creek, then Coldfoot, then Wiseman. We won't be stopping in Wiseman because I've already, or Prospect Creek, because I've already stopped there before. Actually delivered to there. Coldfoot we've stopped at. Wiseman's gonna be interesting because you kind of have to like drive past it first, then into it. So we're going to continue to pound this pavement with the chains here. So just north of the Arctic Circle. We have 73 miles left on our trip. And according to the time allotted, yes, just under 2 hours, hour and 56. And yes, it is, especially since Hawks keeps changing it up, making it harder and harder every time he releases an update for it. RPM, get up there just a little bit more. Yep, we're gonna have to drop it again. We haven't really gotten big into multiplayer. We have, we're kind of right now keeping with the single player, but if we can get enough single player drivers to run multiplayer now that it is version 1.4, I will gladly do a multiplayer aspect side of it. If the interest is there, I mean, we can definitely expand our horizons and possibly find even more drivers through multiplayer. And what's up, Jeremiah? Man, this truck does not like 5 high at all. Oh, there, down in the description, there are links to our application page and our official Facebook page, and below that is a link to the map. You are more than welcome to fill out a driver application, and we will do everything we can to expedite the process to get you behind the wheel. We're looking for drivers, actively recruiting, and if the Dalton is something that you want to take on, you are more than welcome to accept the challenge. I took another excavator. This one's a larger one. It weighs 56,000 pounds. And we're going to Wiseman with it. Well, I'm on a G29 with a G27 shifter. Hey, Bear. I just went past the Arctic Circle, but I did stop in there for you. So it was literally probably maybe 5 minutes ago, 5-10 minutes ago max. I literally pulled in, showed how to get into the Arctic Circle, stopped at the sign, and pulled out. So once this stream is complete, you can go back and you'll find it. I went in there specifically for you so you could see the Arctic Circle. But yeah, I'm running a G29 wheel, G29 pedals, a G27 shifter because I had the G27, but my optical encoder went out on it, which thank God the G29 has Hall sensors in it. And the G29 is also good. I'm glad you found it. The G29 is also belt driven, and I was not paying $50 for a driving force shifter when I had a perfectly good G27 shifter laying around. Only downside is you can't use any of the buttons on the G27 shifter with the 29. But on top of that, I'm also using a 16 input bucket, a 16 input button box and the SKRS 18-speed Eaton Fuller shifter from CSIO Tech. That was a mouthful to spit out. Oh, and the fact that I'm running in a full racing sim rig with 3 monitors, one with ETS or ATS on it, one with OBS, and then one with the actual stream on it, so I can keep up with y'all in chat, and then a 4th monitor that keeps tabs right now on my GPU temp and my CPU, since both of them are overclocked. The engine brake right now is absolutely putting in some work. We can give her a little bit of throttle. Don't shift. Just split. Now you can shift. Take a range right about meow. Reset cruise. See, the button box comes in handy big time. I didn't really use as many buttons on my button box when I had the G27 because the G27 has all those buttons on the steering wheel. The G29 is the PlayStation version of the two. The 920 would be the Xbox One. I just don't like the layout of the buttons, so button box for the win. They're all in straight lines. They all have stickers over them that say what they do, even though all my stickers are for racing because that's the original reason why I got a button box. I'm heavily involved in iRacing. But driving the truck long enough, I know which buttons do what on the truck. If I had some kind of like, what I should do is get a couple sheets of plexiglass or Lexan or whatever, something clear that I can slide over the buttons, and whatever game I'm playing that uses the button box, I can just slide out the, or interchange the covers so that it sets up for different things. Like instead of saying full left, right, 1 gallon, clear, pit, ignition, start, and all stuff like that. Yeah, I've actually raced with Jeff a lot in the NIS, and week 13, I think I've raced with him in some A races, some A opens, A fixed, some B races. No, I'm not a spotter. But I have raced with Jeff quite a few times. He's actually he's a really great guy. He's a good racer, nice and clean. I like racing around people like Jeff because it's very hard, far and few between to find a good somebody who doesn't destroy you in iRacing. I've been wanting to do a dual stream with Jeff, but I know his audience is way larger than mine. Because I can look at a video that he uploads, and within 24 hours or so, he's got thousands of views. I'm lucky to have 100 views in 24 hours. Oh, I'm subscribed to Jeff. I've watched a lot of his videos, mainly the NIS series. He's got a much better setup than I do. Mine's kind of just thrown together, but it's decent. It's all 80/20 series. It's an actual cockpit and triple monitor stand. Because I was debating, I used to race on a Playseat Evolution and a L-shaped computer desk, which sucked really bad. So I was weighing the options about getting an Abutto, and then when I looked at how much the damn things cost, I was like, the hell with that. And a friend of mine in the league I race in told me to look up 4Play Racing on eBay. And for the entire rig, granted it took me damn near almost 8 hours to assemble the cockpit and the monitor stand and get the monitors mounted, it only cost me about $1,000, which saved me about $700 versus the Abutto, and I've got far more the options to customize are just endless, seeing how it's all either 1.5 by 1.5, 80/20, or 1x3, which is what allowed me to easily make a stand for the fourth monitor above my primary monitor. I used to watch the same things, and then when I'm trying to remember, I think it was about 2 years ago was the first time I actually raced against him in an NIS, and I think it was at Dover. Can't remember, it's been so long ago, but yeah, I've been in a lot of races with Jeff. I mean, I get it. I get that he's a big producer and he's got a large following, but it just drives me insane in the in-sim text chat and voice chat to see how desperate some people are just to get their name put out on YouTube because they just kiss so much ass. I sit there and laugh about it sometimes. Oh yeah, he's extremely, from the videos I've seen, just the way he carries himself through the races, I can imagine he's an extremely chill dude. I'm more of the stereotypical race car driver. I go in hard, and if somebody screws me up, I go road rage on them. But I guess that's because I'm extremely competitive when it comes to that. So I'm gonna estimate that we're about halfway to Prospect Creek. What did they do on YouTube that stopped you from streaming? Other than what I've noticed with the music things. I know there was an update to the TOS. I just loosely read through it. I've been partnered with YouTube for probably 6 years now. I don't know if the new TOS really affects partnered users or not. Really? Well, they obviously haven't been watching any of my videos because I cuss up a fucking storm. Been breaking every single rule apparently. See, they can't do that shit. That's censorship. That's a violation of your constitutional rights. They cannot take away your freedom of speech. No, if they want to take my monetization away, well, let's see. My monetization isn't technically through Google. I did away with AdSense a long time ago because it was fucking garbage. I am monetized through full screen. And full screen was made by, at the time, the top 10 guys from Google Analytics who realized how fucked up the system was. They went off and they started their own company, and that was the birth of full screen. I got an email years ago from them, and I thought it was bullshit at first until I actually looked into it, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. Full screen creator platform, monetization, everything looks legit. Signed my contract with them and never looked back. But from what I've heard, Twitch has been getting really bad about things too. But mainly I think it's just been music related now. They're swinging the band hammer pretty heavy on people playing music and all these half-naked chicks playing Call of Duty. They're getting banned. The day they take away my monetization because I say the word fuck, or if I want to talk about Ferguson or Charlotte or any of the riots that's happened, or if I want to say that Hillary Clinton is a lying bitch who deleted emails and got Americans killed in Benghazi, if that takes away my monetization rights, I will gladly tell YouTube they can kiss my ass for taking my monetization away. I wouldn't doubt it. I think that it's starting to be a dying breed. Ever since Google took over control of YouTube, it's been a slow downward spiral. I've seen a lot of producers that I highly respected and that put out killer content aren't on YouTube anymore. They're not on Twitch. I think they actually gave it up completely, which is sad. But I'm not going to let anybody censor me. That's like saying you can't fly an American flag in front of your house if you live next to a Muslim because it offends them. I'm sorry, but last time I checked, this is the United States. And maybe I'm just not afraid to push the boundaries and push buttons and all kinds of good stuff like that. I don't care. Take me off the air, you take me off the air. The one thing I have noticed though is their video encryption has been getting really weak lately. Like right now, it's showing that there is a low video output, which everything is fine on my end. I think what they use as an encoder for their streams is just crap. Or it could be them censoring me right now. Who knows? But I'm not gonna lay down like a sheep. Yeah, that's probably exactly it. It's just I don't have a huge following on Twitch, which is the only reason why I haven't put all my streams on Twitch. I might actually restart a new Twitch channel, and I'll drop that in and possibly start going over to Twitch, see if I can get monetized through them. Alright, so we are getting close to Prospect Creek. We are going through Gobbler's Knob right now. Turn. Don't turn that much. But getting back to that whole controversial crap, I can understand if it's people who strictly come onto YouTube just to do their propaganda for like Black Lives Matter or stupid things in general. I mean, the country's already screwed up enough. The last thing we need is more people given the creativity to say. I mean, you can't strip somebody of their freedom of speech either, but you don't have to agree with it. But taking it to social media like everybody does is definitely not the right way to do things. I've got a few buddies that actually whoa, easy. Now why the hell is it saying stream complete and offline? Oh, I swear to fuck, if YouTube pulled some bullshit, I'm gonna raise some hell. funny is it says stream complete and offline, but yet I'm still watching myself driving on the stream. Alright, let's... Whoa, easy there, Turbo. Wow, now it's just saying completely offline. Totally. Here, let's pause here for a second and I will pull my Steam up onto the screen here so y'all can see it, if you can. Whoa, where the hell did that go? Let's get a display capture going here. Alright, I can see the stream where it says video output low. Right there, if you guys can see that. I don't remember if it's Control Plus to do it or if it's Shift. That right up there is my account. If it's hard to find, let's see if I can get it down lower. Somewhere easy to see. Highlighting it should have helped. It's sometimes people cannot find me. I don't know why, but since I'm sitting in the sitting on Steam right now, I can go ahead and pull up friends list, friends, add a friend. Yeah, I figured it'd be blurry as hell. I've got the tab pulled up right now. It's because right now it's saying the video output is low again. If you want to shoot me your Steam name, I'll add you right now, seeing how YouTube's deciding to be fucking stupid. This is getting ridiculous. I might be creating a Twitch account after this video is over. Alright, I will be adding you right now. See if I can find... There you are right there. It is sent. So now we can take display capture back off, which Alt tab over to fucking OBS. Really, you don't want my mouse over there? Oh, I was on the wrong monitor, stupid. Display capture off. We're back to ATS. Well, I'm telling, if this shit keeps up, I'm probably going to highly start looking into setting up another Twitch account, seeing how my first one, it's not easily, nobody would know, all my followers on here would not know where to go because I had, I do believe, a different different account name over on Twitch, so I'll have to do a mirror image of this channel over on the Twitch and basically use probably half a dozen or a dozen streams and see if I can get some followers going on that, because I mean this is really starting to piss me off. I don't know why it's still sitting in the fucking red. It's absolute total horse shit, but we're gonna keep driving. I knew that was gonna happen. Every time I alt tab out of ATS with the 18-speed shifter, it throws itself into neutral. Yeah, that'd be awesome, man. I'm always looking for the next next new trend or the biggest thing to stay on top of what I do, because obviously I enjoy what I do. But this shit here is going to keep continuing. It's not going to benefit me to stay or produce as much. I'll probably still produce some on here, but the majority of it will be switched over. I mean, it would be kind of a bad thing to leave a channel with over 4,000 subscribers and almost 1.4 million views total, but to follow moral suit, and right now you guys are probably seeing the video that looks like it's being recorded with a fucking potato. Which I don't get, because sometimes it works amazing, don't have a single issue with buffering, and then sometimes you get streams like this where, oh shit, I never did discover Prospect Creek. Fuck. Did now. I do know Twitch has monetization as well. Just you have to meet the criteria for that, like I had to meet the criteria for monetization here on YouTube. Yep, that was already something that I already had rolling in the back of my head there. Basically, some bullshit game or whatever I'm playing, and it's just going to be pretty much, hey, if you enjoy what I've been doing, this is the direction I'm going to be going, and if you want to continue to watch what I do, here's where I'll be. Fucking on the left side of these delineators. Hey, look, now magically the stream's back in the fucking green. And now it's back to freaking red. Bullshit. Thousand subs. Aha! See, I was wondering what it was, because I knew YouTube had certain criteria to get a partner status. So 1,000 subs. I might have to work quite some time on that to get paid again, which I could technically keep YouTube still running on the back burner and having my monetization coming in through them while I'm working on building up my Twitch, and then once Twitch gets built up, I can, if I want to, give the finger to YouTube and leave If I could get 1/4 of my subscribers on here to follow me to Twitch, I'd be set already. That's actually some good food for thought right there. Exactly. Possibilities are endless. I mean, you got to stay on top of this. If what the service you're using isn't doing what you want it to do, you switch. Just from what I've seen watching on Twitch, the audience interaction is way more in-depth and it's more live than it is on YouTube for the most part, unless you're insanely popular on here. I think you actually hit on the money right there. Okay, so it is official. This is going to be an official statement from me right now. After the end of this video, I will be creating a Twitch account. It'll be the exact same name as what my name is on here. I will keep uploading videos to YouTube, but at the same time, I will be building up my Twitch channel. If we're going to do this, we're going to do it big time. So 48 miles, hour and 16 minutes. Basically an hour and 15 minutes until I start changing the world. My download is actually pretty decent considering how far out in the sticks I live. My download it's a 65 meg connection, but it only has a 3 meg upload, which is why why the fuck? No wonder it's got a low output. It's trying to send almost 3,000 kbps when I have it capped at 2,000, because my upload speed is only 3 meg, which is really shitty for a 65 meg connection. We go over Jim River 3 here. It's frozen as hell. Oh god. I feel a little bit better about my upload speed now. I haven't checked mine lately, but I'm pretty sure I'm still... Where the fuck did my radiant settings go? They're not on my 4th monitor anymore. Yeah, why is OBS trying to pull 2500 kbps? I do not have it set it up. Oh, that was an email. I was expecting that to be YouTube saying, hey, guess what? You're done. What the fuck? Man, YouTube's trying to censor me. Oh, that's awesome. Lag absolutely sucks. Hell, I might even start over with Black Ops and do some of that shit on gaming. Even though I suck at it, I don't care. Because I definitely will not be getting the new Call of Duty game. It'll be Battlefield 1. Well, let's test something real quick. Let's pop a display capture up again. Go to OBS. Fuck, having all these monitors sucks. Display capture is up right now. We are going to Alt-Tab to Live Dash. We're going to pop another tab up, which you guys can see now. So let's check out speed test and see what the hell is going on here. See what my connection's doing. Begin. And why it's pinged out of Lafayette, I don't know. Let's see. Downstream, we're getting 60. Come on. $64.59 megs per second. Now our upload. It's probably going to be in the toilet right about now because I've got OBS and everything running. But even with OBS, that shouldn't matter. We're hovering at just over. We're at 3.24 megs upload speed. And that's not even pinging off of the best tower. I don't give a shit about my IP. My IP changes. It's not a static IP. It goes in and out. Matter of fact, I can fucking change it right the hell now if I wanted to. Every time you reset your router, it's a new IP address. On top of that, I've got, yes I do, and on top of that I have countermeasures too in case somebody decides they want to try and get into my IP address. Beauty of having a revolving IP instead of a static. Now I just really want to get this load run in, that way I can be done with it and move on to expand. Thank you so much, Logitech, for being crap. It's almost like the battery needs to be changed in this headset. I pulled off the charger and all of a sudden the audio cut out. So I had to pull the Bluetooth and reset. Absolutely phenomenal. Buy a brand new fucking headset and it's just junk from the start. Tasted like burnt coil. Too high of a wattage. Alright, overlays and buttons. I'd actually kill right now to be able to time travel. This big ass trailer off my truck. Yes, definitely. See, I try to keep the chat as entertaining as possible. That way people don't get bored and they're like, oh, this, all right, he's driving a truck on a road. He's not talking much. And that's the one thing I've noticed with YouTube. Not much interaction really going on. It feels like it's just a Monday morning office meeting. I mean, I'm one talkative motherfucker. If I've got people that are in there talking, I'll gladly run my truck off in a ditch because I'm trying to crag up, have jokes, keep the conversation alive, and have fun. I mean, it's just a game after all, and the point is to have as much fun as possible. And if you're sitting there monotone voice like, hey guys, how's it going? We're going to be doing some American Truck Simulator today on the Dalton Elliott Extreme version 1.2, and we're just headed towards Coldfoot right now. I love how these delineators are on the side of the road. So 39 miles, we are close to Coldfoot. Yeah, see, I can't do shit like that. I have to, my streams are like a rolling freak show. Actually, it's more like a Howard Stern show. Shit does tend to get X-rated. But then again, I can't help it. Because I like to be funny. I like to be bold out there. I like having a good time. I don't like everybody sitting around with their thumbs in their asses, bored. What's the matter, Bear? You pissed that the stream is looking like it's being uploaded with a potato? Because I am. Yeah, that's another lovely thing, thanks to YouTube. Yeah, go ahead and send it to Steam. How am I going to answer a text message doing 80 miles an hour? Oh, Christ. I'm going to die. Kind of hungry, too. Oh, there we go. I will take a look at that as soon as we're done. A robot? Oh, God. Then he'll be talking all monotone like this because he's not from this planet. Nightbot. Yeah, see, this is like... Y'all are fucking speaking German to me right now. Go in gear, you son bitch. Ah, I should have posted the fucking Discord link. Son of a bitch. I'll tell you what. You hang around by the time we drop this load off. I will drop the Discord link to the Carlile channel, and if because I'll probably be an annoying little 5-year-old because I'll have so many questions and like I don't know what I'm doing. I think I broke it. Oh, slow down. We're doing 85. This video output thing is really pissing me off now. And another frozen river. And we're going up a hill. Ah, yeah. I think YouTube has a setting that when I stream, I can choose whether or not people can post links or not. And I think I do have that enabled to where nobody can post a link. Because otherwise you just end up with people spamming the shit out of your chat with links, and you have to end up going on a ban spree. And that's probably what Nightbot is. Tell me we're going to downshift again for hell. Come on. Because I've seen a lot of streamers that have gotten really fucked up by people posting like porn links and stuff in their chat, and I've seen a few of them get banned because people have come in there and done that shit. It was one of the bigger gaming channels at the time on Twitch. He had opened some setting up or something, and somebody was literally spamming his channel with porn. And he subsequently got banned for it, even though it wasn't his fault. They were like, "Oh, well, you failed to activate the where they can't put stuff on there." Oh, that's awesome. I really like that. Oh, why is Twitch sounding more and more entertaining than this? Damn truck could hold some speed, we get there a little bit faster. Somehow I think somebody fucking with it. See, that's what I want, is open and free. I don't want all these restrictions and shit. Yeah, that's the biggest thing. The thing that puts me off so much is not being able to turn on the music player in game here without getting 8 million copyright infringements and having my entire audio banned. I've had to take down so many fucking videos because it's pointless to watch a video that has no sound. I mean, fuck, I wouldn't sit there and watch a video that has no sound. It's all internet radio. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love listening to the sound of my engine, but I'd also like to have music playing too. Like right now, I can pull up this radio station, but if I don't instantly pull the volume down to nothing, which thank God I have a hotkey on my button box to where it'll cut the audio off. Which it is. See, I can cycle through all my radio stations that I listen to. All my radio stations here. I've got them all muted right now because if I was to play anything off of one of these stations, bam, instant no audio. But I've got push button switches, push and hold them fuckers, and I can turn up and turn down. That way I can't get my video muted. The other thing I really don't like too is the big fucking delay between the actual stream and what I'm seeing on YouTube. It's damn near at least a minute 10 seconds. I don't know how bad the chat lag is from the time I see things to the time I actually say things, but that's the other thing that I noticed. There is a hideous amount of time in between the two. Which is why I think a lot of people come in and they don't stay, because there's at least at the beginning a 15-second delay on the audio between me seeing something pop up in the chat panel and then answering it. By the time I answer it, they're already fucking gone because of the giant delay, which annoys the shit out of me. Hey, what's going on, Taz? Sorry if the video looks like shit right now. YouTube's having its period, and for some reason is deciding to give me a low video output, which is kind of impossible when you're running a 66K processor overclocked and 2 R9 390s ran in Crossfire. So yeah, thank you, YouTube. Awesome. Alright, we're going to do a little experiment here. Ask me a question, and we'll see how long it takes, time-wise, before I answer it. Because that'll depend on how big the lag is right now. And then we'll time this. Does it? Good. Well, it depends on what your determination of pi is. Pi is either a mathematical thing or pi is something very fucking delicious to eat. I am headed to Wiseman right now. Do I like poutine? It all depends on where you get poutine from. Because I've had some really good poutine, and I've had really bad poutine. But yes, I do like it. I think the best poutine I had was from Wahlburgers. And that's probably not saying much. Alright, so see there's a 25-second lag on, or a 35-second lag, which is over a half a minute response time. So that would be the #1 killer right there of how long and why people leave so quickly, is because it takes me 35 seconds to be able to respond to somebody. That's ridiculous. And now all of a sudden the stream goes back to green, and right back to red. Thank you so much. Oh, this is getting on my everlasting last fucking nerve here. I'm gonna drop kick a kangaroo and yell Steve Irwin. Thankfully we only have 24 miles left to go out of 129 miles. Yeah, and as we saw with the speed test, I was at a 3.2, and the minimum is a 3, so I still might have a lag. And sadly, my connection is the fastest that I can get out here. I think I have a bunch of deer that are running on a very big treadmill, and occasionally one or two of them fall off because they run into each other and the speed goes down. I was worried that with the latest physics that he had put in there, well, I think I'm part of the reason why he's had to update the map a few times, because he's found all these physics issues where I kept spinning out on hills when I shouldn't be. But But I like how Piva added the, with his new weather mod, you have fog and all that other stuff. And if we could ever get to Wiseman, it'd be so nice, but we have to get to Coldfoot first. It's like the roads get narrower and narrower. That or the delineators are just sticking out further, or I'm just losing my fucking mind here. I probably have to keep shifting gears so many times because there's like 8,000 pounds of snow stuck under the fucking trailer. Because I've noticed that these chains are throwing a lot of snow up on there. I've probably added about 10 tons of weight to my truck. And I've got somebody riding my ass right now. Come get some, bitch. We're going down the hill. And then you'll kill me on the upside. Or not. At least not yet. Yep, this 10 tons of snow that I'm throwing up on the trailer is really slowing me down. Alright, car, if you're gonna ride my ass, at least pull my hair. Or finally get the balls to pass me like that. I don't know if it's just my mirrors, but I think I turned the gooseneck of my trailer from fucking red to white. And again, it could just be optical illusion. I know that my chains have lit up red from the lights behind on the back of my headache rack. And now angry Peterbilt driver chases down Cadillac driver to try and pass him back. Oh, hey asshole, remember me? Guess what? I'm passing you back, bitch. You do not pass the almighty polar bear and get away with it. Thou shalt not pass! Alright, so there's Coldfoot coming up on the map. we're gonna blow through there like a $50 hooker on prom night. But I don't want to be doing 88 miles an hour or 90, because if we hit 88, then we travel back in time with like 30 bricks of cocaine, seeing how that's what John DeLorean was famous for. Oh, there's actually, there's the garage in Coldfoot that I can't fucking buy yet because for some reason I don't have the money to. I wonder why that, oh, because I fucking bought the garage and then upgraded it. Oh yeah, still running through the snow. Luckily it hasn't come down any heavier, it's just still coming down. But we are only 18 miles out now. We're about to pass Coldfoot and make the final trek into Wiseman. As I grind my gear so bad, it's not even funny. Awesome! Can't wait to take a look at it. Okay, so apparently I hadn't discovered Coldfoot before either, so there's another one. We're not fucking stopping though. We're blowing straight through. I have a urgent load to get to Wise-Ass, and we're getting there with it. So from leaving Coldfoot, it's exactly 16 miles to Wiseman. So I love when people call me a smart ass. I'm like, oh yeah. What the hell? Did they plow the road here? How am I still throwing snow up on asphalt? iRacing? Anyways. Whenever anybody calls me a smartass, I'm like, yes, I'll gladly admit to being a smartass because that's way better than being a dumbass. Still not understanding where all this snow is coming from when I'm driving on dry pavement. I think YouTube is fucking with me right now because it'll go back to stream health of green for like 2 seconds and then right back to video output low. I think they're just lying. Lies! I would quote some Phil Collins, but I'm afraid my audio would get banned even though it's not the actual song. It'd be me saying it, but still not taking any chances. All I'll say is that it's part of the lyrics out of In the Air Tonight. This broken bucket of fuck, come on, go faster. At least my chrome is shiny. Faster! I'd like to get there sometime before this beard reaches the ground. Hell, right now it almost would benefit just to throw the cruise control on so I can get my fucking foot a rest. It's been digging into the pedals for the past hour and a half. It's got awful dark inside the cab of my truck, too. Somebody turn out the lights, I can't see. What'd you think of? I know you'll probably type it out before I come across the stream saying that, but yep, shit happens. Thank God I can yawn quietly. I'm not one of the people that's like, sound like you're having a fucking orgasm instead of yawning. I've got the slowest truck on the planet. Alright, we're just gonna go with this road has a glazing of snow on this road. That's why it's throwing it up in the air. That's the only possible answer I could fucking think of. That would be freaking awesome. That, or if you get stopped at a way station and it isn't just an automatic approval, you actually had to get out of the damn truck and go into the way station to get your fine, instead of it just being a little ding 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 notification. That would be freaking cool as hell. But sadly with SCS we'll never see that. I mean, it's already a free world sandbox, but I don't think they would make it an open, full-on, like, farming sim. You can get out of your vehicle, get into it, run around, do all kinds of crazy shit. Oh, that's another game I could resurrect and put up on Twitch, too, is farming sim. Beast mode on that shit. Yeah, it's like getting into the way station at Fox. If you got popped for a ticket, you'd have to get out of your truck. Well, not only that, you'd have to pull it around back behind the way station, and a DOT officer would come out and have to give you either a level 1 through a level 3 inspection, depending on how bad the violation is. Then you go in, get your ass chewed out, and he gives you a big fucking fine. And then you can, somebody can script a mod for it, where if you don't agree with the fine, you can take and wipe your ass with it. I already have Farming Sim 17 pre-ordered. As soon as it comes out, I will be doing a shit ton of videos on that. Because I've modded FS15 to hell and back. I can't wait to start fresh on a new game. That's going to be, it looks promising. But I swear to Christ, if it's just like FS15, but just revamped with a different map and a few different tractors, I'm going to donkey punch a freaking orphan. It could be worse though. It could be like that Farming Expert 2017, where the game is just one giant broken bucket of fuck. Unless they've patched it. I saw some videos where the dude's tires were like fucking bouncing all over the ground. The tractor was ridiculously uncontrollable. And now we're going to play the game of upshift, downshift, upshift, downshift. I'm still like tripped out that I've been driving on pavement for forever and it's still throwing snow up in the mirror behind me. Like, I've seen some things, man, and some stuff. Oh, yes. I've always wanted to be able to pump my own fuel. And that can be taken several different ways. I'd make it rain. I wouldn't even put the diesel in the truck. I'd just like take the hose, stretch it as far as I can go and start spraying that shit all over the place. Make it rain! Then fill my tanks up, and as I'm leaving, throw a Zippo out into the pool of diesel, and like out of the movie Wild Hogs, watch the truck stop explode in one gigantic fucking fireball, and then not look at it, because cool guys don't look at explosions, they walk away. Oh yeah, they could take the strippers from the strip club from GTA 5. Put that shit in there. You can get a lap dance inside the cab of your truck. But yo, dude, you need to check out Sapphire. She is one hot ass bitch, man. I just got a lap dance from her. Oh, still got a raging boner, dude. Or as we say it around here, bullnire. Unfortunately, though, I'd have to have a sticker on the side of my truck that says no lot lizards. Sorry, I don't need no TA skanks climbing up on my truck. It's kind of hard to get herpes off of the battery box. Or super gonorrhea. And what the fuck was I watching? I was watching a TV show last night, and apparently PlayStation is coming out with a virtual reality thing. That's great. If they put GTA on there, I would literally spend hours and hours and hours in the strip club in virtual reality, and then I'd get probably knocked in the back of the fucking head with something really sharp and pointy by my wife because I'm getting a virtual lap dance. That's something I've always wanted. I've wanted to be able to own my own company, own my own trailers, all that shit like you could back in the old days in Convoy and Holland. You could buy the trailer you wanted. So you'd have a truck and a trailer, you'd show up, and then they'd magically load your trip. So we can see Wise ass over there. Unfortunately, we have to drive up and then drive back down. Well, if there's one thing I know, Microsoft is gonna fuck up virtual reality for the Xbox. Because ever since they were bought out, everything has kind of gone downhill. which is why I'm glad I own both platforms. Well, I originally bought both platforms so I could play the platform-specific titles. Like, you'll never see Forza on PlayStation, and you'll never see GT 6 or 7 or whatever that fucking number they're on now on Xbox. You'll never see The Last of Us on Xbox. Shift, you freaking whore. Yeah, I didn't get the bull bar that has the chainsaws on the front. If I had those chainsaws, I'd be making a straight trail. But I do know that the pipeline is off to the left right now. I don't want to accidentally hit the pipeline and cause billions of dollars. Hey Billy, welcome back. No, MSI is what I have a lot of in my computer. My motherboard is MSI. Both of my graphics cards are MSI. Even though it is a Radeon AMD, it's still an MSI. My old motherboard from an old computer was MSI. Well, I shouldn't even really say old, it was less than a year old. I went from a Z97 PC Mate to a Z170A SLI Plus. And then I went from a single MSI R9 390 8 gig gaming to dual 8 gig gaming running Crossfire. Oh, we're about to be making our turn into Wiseass here. I probably put my turn signal in like 10 miles too early, but I don't fucking care. Making sure everybody knows I'll be turning at some point. Where's my fucking turn? Right here? Yeah, there's delineators. Alright, let's see what Wiseass looks like. I've never been down here before. Let's go to super cool outside mode. God damn it, those lights are pissing me off. Hey, we can see. I'm coming, Wiseass. Oh, glare. Slide it, come on, slide. Yes! This camera view might kill me. I love how I have two lights up here, but it's only showing one spinning around. So, what am I coming up on? Like a frozen fucking lake? Oh god! Even if we did most of the trees, look what we would have had to cross. I think that's a frozen fucking river and a bank that we would never get up. as it shows us right now driving off the map. Did we drive somewhere we weren't supposed to? The fuck did I just do? Good thing I stopped though. I think we drove off the fucking map. What's the GPS showing? Wiseman might be broken. Oh no, I'm just a dumbass and I drove past my turn. Idiot! Well, let's do it like reality. You got. Oh, I'm way the fuck off the road too. Fucker, stop sliding. Was there a turn? Oh, fuck me in the ass running. There is. Ha! How did I not see that? Oh, dude, I would be pissed. What a squid. Nope, not drunk. Just never been to Wiseman before. And I had my view on the map all the way out, so that turn wasn't really easy to see. Alright, I am shutting off the beacon, turning back the headlights so we can go on ultimate ice road trucker's view. And so I don't miss my fucking turn again. They know we're coming. So literally I have to drive around the perimeter of this lake. Oop, motherfucker. Why, hello. We are in Wise Ass. Nope, I'm just trying to make it entertaining. I wish I was drunk, but I'm not. That is not an option for me right now. They have you turn down a road that's literally right up on houses. I've never seen that before. Well, it does help because you can't see the freaking road. It curves and winds. Yes, I will do that. I will still build my old one because I promised you that I would. And I am a man of my word. Is there some kind of runway or something here? I want to drive on that. Oh, that is a runway. But most importantly, we made it up here with 0 damage. So that right there, 0 damage proves that I am not drunk. Otherwise this thing would be upside down in a ditch. Oh look, a windsock. AKA the airplane condom. Oh shit. Whoa, check it out, American flag. drive around here and get our awesome parking bonus here. Dude, check out these airplanes. Hey guys, I'm here. I don't like a sloppy parking job either. Oh, we gotta look official too. Stop her right there, shut those off. What's gonna make for a better, damn it, go away. Better screenshot. Looking out. Oh, wait, no, we gotta get that American flag in here. Boom, screenshot. And so we're gonna disconnect the trailer legs here. We deliver an excavator from 5 Mile Airport to Wiseman Airport. No damage. Something just fell on my leg and I don't know what the hell it was. Alright, so I gotta screenshot that too, so that counts as a log. Yeah, dude, I need more lights. I'm a light whore. And we got 2 more skill points out of that, so we're going to use that to max our ADR and our bastard. Oh, wait, I only had 1 skill point. You suck! High value cargo. Apply. Alright. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to go to a Peterbilt dealer. And basically, because Billy wanted to see what my old truck in real life looked like, I'm going to go, and it's probably going to reset my truck in Fairbanks. Alright, we're going to start that baseline there. We're going to customize, but more importantly, I'm going to take a leak first because it's pretty hot. That made no fucking sense, so yeah. We're on the weird cycle where the AC gets frozen up and you gotta thaw it out. Just a heat and thaw over and over and over again. But we're gonna build this truck to the best ability that I can as to what my 1.1 counterpart used to look like before they changed it all around. I know they don't have the correct fenders. Or if they do, it might, or it might not. It's not going to be 100% exact, but I'll try and get as close as I can. I'm not going to bother doing anything like engine or any of that dumb shit. I'm literally just going to go straight to the customization of the chassis, all that good stuff. Get that knocked out of the way so it gives me a better representation. So let's see, where do we start? Where do we start? Alright, let's see. First thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the cab. We have the right body on it. Chassis was a 6x4 long. And it was lowered. So there we go. There's the stretch. And there's the lowered. Interior, what did I have in the interior? I had, not this. Definitely not that, because that is old as balls. That just changes the interior color of everything. So we can actually leave... Wait a minute, no. That's what my truck, the dash looked like, and that's not old. So we'll go with, what's the new dash? The new dash, yeah, mine did not have a GPS or any of that bullshit. It had the older style dash in it. So now we'll go to interior customization. Gauge trim, perfect. I had chrome trim. Yeah, I definitely had chrome trim on it. It definitely did not look like that. Upper dash was... Where the hell is it? It was a... Not a gray dash. Wasn't charcoal either. Well, it wasn't black, so I guess charcoal would be the closest. Let's see, what else do we have down here? Steering wheel, I had the 4-spoke. Just like that. My shifter was a twin stick. What the hell's that? Air cleaner, upper. Where's the fucking floor option? Look at the ground, face down. No. Spin around the other way, dumbass. What is this? Main mirror, side mirror. Well, it did have a side mirror on it, which was chrome. Main mirrors are chrome. The hell is this window trim bullshit? No idea what the hell the window trim is doing. Didn't have any liner around it or anything. Mirror gauges. Ah, fuck, they don't have the option to change them. I had white face gauges in it. Right, so onto the outside of the truck. Jesus Christ, where did I start? Tanks. I had my tanks paint matched to the truck with a dual strap. Footstep was, they weren't light up, so. Rims, I had closest to what the real ones looked like were, I would say, the Alcoa disc standards. Hub, that's the right hub. Hub cover, hub nuts, I had the spikes. I always had spiked nuts. Spiky nuts. My air cleaners were custom. They went along with the paint. Light bar, I had a chrome one. That's paint. Custom light bar chrome. And the closest thing to being able to replicate how it looked is use these side lights. They weren't exactly like this. They were a higher quality LED. Oh, this is my own. I was an owner-operator. I bought the truck off of a guy who was getting out of the industry for a steal. I basically just had to pay what was left owed on the truck. He didn't want a dime over what was owed. He was fed up with driving, fed up with the way that the government regulations and shit were cracking down. So I literally got the truck for, I think, $50,000. And it had 1.8 million on it. And it was overhauled, so the motor and everything was all good on it. Picking these fucking lights is the biggest pain in the ass. Didn't have any fancy fenders or anything on it. Get all that in there. So we got our lights. Tank. Frame. The frame was painted to match the truck, which I'm going to go in and change that color too, because it's close, but it's not the exact color it was. Let's see. What did I have for a grill? I sold it off. I took a brief break in driving and ended up selling it off, which I kind of regret, but in the end I don't. Accessory slot, where is it? Bumper guide. Bumper guide. Center accessory, does it have it in here? No, it does not, so I can't put it on there. But I can go down here and put these in, and this would be the closest to what my truck had. Once again, it's not the exact actual light, because I did spend a shitload of money at the Iowa 80 Chrome Shop. We're going to go along here and just put on all these freaking lights if I can get the right one highlighted. Move. Okay, go the other way so I can hit it. Put this in here. That there. Think we got a light on that one. Yep. Fender guards, did I? Oh, it looks like I missed some spots. The fuck did I miss? No. Side light there. Is there one on this? Yep. Looks like I missed the center one. It's the only thing I hate about these damn trucks. You've got to get just the right angle if you want to hit the accessory that you want. There, now I can see it. Okay, so we got those. Fender guards, what did I have? I had the flared up ones. Front lights, they were not the 389. They were the old school 379. Light bar not doing that shit. Didn't have a Peterbilt logo on it. The front mirrors, I did have the full mirrors. Damn it, Bobby. I've always had the Flying Goddess on every single one of my trucks. Center grill. I had the... Where is it? Hi, Jeff. It wasn't that much. It had to be in the 7. 7-bar grill. Where's the Pete logo again? Pete logo I had... Oh wait, that's the one on the front. That's not the one I'm looking for. Yes, I do actually. Center grill, lower grill. Didn't have a bullshit bar. The Carlile skin is a mod by Hound Dog. I think I got it off of it's either atsmods.lt or the Steam Workshop. I had the flag, the chrome flag. My rivets were chrome. I had the hood trim. My sun visor was a... Where the hell is it? Drop visor chrome, but it was not the stupid point down center one. It definitely did not look like that. Didn't look like that either. Or that. Or that. Or that. What the fucking hell would it be? These drop visors look like shit. Well, I guess leaving the factory visor on it would have to work, but I did have a drop visor on it. It was a 14-inch drop. Most important part, the exhaust I had. Where are they? Big ass bull haulers on it. Barely could fit under a bridge with them. Aero kit, I had the fender or the flare extensions. Did not have a wing on it. Wings are just cabin lights. It's different because yeah. It had a beacon, but they don't have anything close to what I was running. So the fifth wheel, we're gonna go and find something close enough. That's pretty damn close. Now the back side of the truck, it did have a headache rack, but it was... Didn't have that stupid window in it. Nor did I have any lights on the back of it. Airlines, I had the box because I also ran hydraulics. Fuck you, Logitech. Rear window is completely covered up because... Oh, wait, nope. No, I want to X that out. That's wrong. Close it out. I don't want it. Get rid of it. Normal window visor, thank you. Normal. We're not going to really mess with that too much because it doesn't make a big difference. Fenders. Please tell me they have it. Half fender chrome. Deck plate I should be able to change around now. There we go. That's more like it. Although there wasn't diamond plate back here. See if we can change this. It was definitely the old style. What the hell's that damn thing under there? Frame again. Side mirrors, main mirrors, window trim, tank accessory. That's that goofy thing. That's pretty damn close. Let's see if I can do something with paint here. Oh, check it out. Whoa, I like that. Not the color I had though. Yeah, let's look at all these different paint jobs here. These are all in a scheme, or not scheme, but a pack from Hound Dog, as you can see. Custom metallic color. It was a bright motherfucking red. I know that much. So we're going to keep as a preset. We're going to use preset and use said preset again. There we go. That looks a hell of a lot more like her. So basically, that right there in a nutshell is what my truck looked like. Now I did have some lights on the back of the headache rack. I had reverse lights up top. I had some red lights on the back of the cab. They weren't nuts, but basically that is in a nutshell what my truck looked like. It did have a bug shield on it, but the reason I didn't put it on there is because a fucking rock in Nebraska took that shit off, as well as cracked my fucking windshield there. So I had to get that fixed. But that right there pretty much is what I drove for about 2 years before I gave up owner operating. But now I'm going to jump into getting Twitch set up because I'm tired of YouTube screwing with me on this stuff. So hopefully if I leave here without doing any modification, it puts my... Where the hell am I? Hopefully I'm not in Fairbanks at the truck dealer. Where am I? Yeah, fuck it. We'll find out where I'm at. I'm probably at the fucking dealer in Fairbanks. Oh, no. Hell yeah. I'm still in Wiseman. Alright. So we'll find a load. Hopefully heading out of Wiseman. They have one load and it's going to Fairbanks. Coldfoot has loads going down. Take a fucking tractor, or I can take those. I guess we'll take and hook up to this load here, which is right back there. So we'll hop in the truck real quick and we'll hook up. Of course, we'll accept the job first. We're taking an abandoned load from Wiseman to Fairbanks, and it looks like it's double stacked concrete tubes. back a little bit, see if we're not all jacked up on the connection point here. Fifth wheel should slide up and under. Oh, there's the bump. Okay, so we properly backed up underneath her. And yes, we've got loads of pipe that apparently need to go back to Fairbanks. So yet again, we'll take another screenshot for my next load so I can put that up on the Carlile page. Bam. All right, so that was a basically almost a 3.5 hour stream. Don't really feel like driving the full distance from Wiseman all the way back to Fairbanks right now. So I'm going to get my Twitch set up because I will be doing probably a eventual change over to Twitch. See if I can get at least 1,000 of my subscribers on this channel to follow me on Twitch. That way I can partner up with Twitch for monetization. I'll still be uploading to here as well, so it'll be going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. But I will keep you guys all up to date on everything. And as always, I absolutely have to thank you guys for watching. As usual, don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, like, and share. And from Fuck Yeah Trucking, we are out of here. Have a good one, guys.